Alright guys, so this is it. This is the old whip. So I already started draining the coolant on the bottom because I'm going to be going to distilled water with some water wetter. We are kind of past our freezing temperature season where I'm at in Texas, so I am going to go ahead and start to change that over. So I have a divorced coolant set up here with the ports from AP. Just got to get this thing twisted off here. Alright, there she goes. Oh, that'll happen. Oh yeah, now she's really draining. Something was airlocking it, I could tell. Alright, well, now that that's out of the way, on to the next one. Also guys, I recommend getting a pair of these. Totally worth it. And also for the sake of like people who are constantly taking their superchargers off like I am, divorcing the coolant setup and even doing a hose job like this is the way to go. It is the way. Then you literally don't have to worry about breaking nothing. They're strong, pliable. And I also upgraded the size of the hose to 3/4 so that you know, get a little bit more flow. Got the CWA 100 in there. Depinned it. Man, my hands are a little slippery after that little explosion. There she goes. Maybe. There it is. Alright. There's that. Oh, let me get the hex in a bit for that. Turn that. I forgot to grab one. I think it's one of these. All right. Oh, rookie mistake. Was not the right one. Oh well. Thought I could be cool on camera for once, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, try again. Da-da-da. Alright, take this out of the way, put it with my cap from the reservoir, sit you guys there for now. I usually put stuff over my workbench, but like small covers and things like that, I just keep it off to the side. Don't ask me why. And don't ask about all this white gunk. I thought maybe throwing some blue Loctite on these screws to help keeping that cover down, but it does all this, but it comes off. You just got to use some type of spray or cleaner, otherwise it ain't really going to come off much other than that. Alright, so start undoing our electrical connectors. One. Now I've gone ahead and, just for the sake of not getting confused, I labeled with a white permanent fine point marker 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with the solenoid ones in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all the other ones are pretty self-explanatory. There's, yes baby. Alright guys, and we're back. Sorry about that. we were unplugging. So I was mentioning I got some of the connectors labeled in numerical order just so that I don't get them confused for those ones right here. All the other ones are self-explanatory, and you can usually get them. Actually, I'm gonna start off with taking these ones up on top first. Work your way from top to bottom. Kind of helps clear the stuff out of the way so you can get to the stuff that's buried easier. And these guys just give a little twist here. I'll probably have to go grab my my little tool for that here in a second. For these clips, just give a little pressure in, push that tab, and they slide right out. Look at that. Easy peasy. Get you out of the way. Get this guy. Pull him out. Boom. Get this whole guy out of the way. Now, let me go grab my other tool for that vacuum hose. Uh-oh, it ran away on me. Where did I put that? You all guys watching the video, if you can tell me where I put my hose dealie, that would be cool. Alright, so I found where my hose clamp pliers were. They're still connected. So let me take that off here, grab these guys, get a little more organized. Boom. Okay, we got our hose connections done. Just go grab my long wrench for the belt. Don't want to forget the belt. Sometimes I get a little further along than this and I realize, oh man, I forgot to take that out. Alright, get back in there. Alright, slide that bad boy down in there. And oh, slipped off. Almost had it. Maybe not. Maybe I need to go on a diet. My hands don't fit no more. Alright. But I need more leverage in that. Oh. Why are you not being so nice? Oh, maybe because I'm going the wrong way, dummy. Alright. Put that guy down there. Pull you out of the way. Connector. Go back to doing our connections now. Sorry for the scatterbrain here. I'm just gonna continue on with this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Get that. Pop this out, and I'll take him. Get on there. There we go. Alright, now let's tuck that guy right around here. Usually it stays. Sometimes. Alright. Now for the ones in the back. Push, pressure. Push, pressure. And the middle ones are connected together, so they're a little bit trickier, but not too bad. Or if you do that and you kind of pop the solenoid out, so be careful doing that. Just pop it back in. Push in. Push out. Oh, this thing keeps popping out. Get this out of the way. that's annoying. There we go. Just push a little harder. When push comes to shove, just push a little harder. Stubborn little bastards, but we got them. All right, tuck those in the back, get them out of the way so you can get to the connector that's back here. You can kind of see where my finger's pointing. Right there, there's one. Let's see if I can hold that bad boy. There we go. And then there's another one right underneath this solenoid here. You can kind of see it's the same style as these four that were up here, so you gotta kind of push in, pull that tab down, and then it should just go. Yep, just like that. Alright, so we're all disconnected there in the back. Get them out of the way. Grab my hose clamp pliers again, and we'll take this little guy off here. Like times out after a certain amount of time, so I gotta keep restarting the video. But all right, get that disconnected there with your little hose clamp pliers or any kind of pliers that can squeeze those. Get them off. And then we're gonna go back here. We're gonna grab our flathead. Go ahead and get this loosened up. Should be enough to play. And just give her a wiggle. And then back here, I threw on one of these compression clamp things because I didn't want there to be any sort of leaks coming from back here, so I threw one on for safe measure. Alright, get your intake, set it off to the side. Now you have room to reach your throttle body connector. So we're going to just push, same deal, push down, and she's out. No grunting, no struggling. Should go easy peasy. Alright, so that should be it now for all our connectors. Last little bit here, just to take our clamping dudes down. And oh, yep, one more thing. Not everyone's gonna have this, but it's the return line for the oil catch can from doing the PCB relocation. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get that undone real quick here. Nice easy connection. And then I'll just take this, throw this over and lay it right on the top as such. And that should stay there. Put these back with all the rest of the tools that I used. And now I'm gonna go grab my support bars so I can lift this thing out. Usually it doesn't take very long to get this thing in and out if you know what you're doing and or have done it enough, I suppose. Alright, so I'm going to slide this guy here as such, the other guy opposing corner, and then again, once before we start tearing things out, make sure we didn't miss anything like this guy right here. That would have not been cool. So get that unplugged, good, tucked away so we don't snag anything. All the coolant should pretty much be drained out. There a little bit will come out, but not worried about it. Now we're just gonna give this a nice little yank. Oh no, we're not. Critical steps have been missed. That's all right. One of these days I'll use my noodle. You know, when you have ADHD, your mind is kind of all over the place, and you're like 10 steps ahead, even though the other part of your brain's about 15 steps behind. So just go ahead and get like after that first jerk, I should have known it wasn't going nowhere, but you never know. I like to just break them first because this thing really doesn't have the craziest amount of torque. It's really just, I like to use it mainly for just getting the stuff unfastened faster and then getting them zipped down their threads faster, and I use the torque wrench to do the rest. So now we can go ahead and do that. Zip. Don't drop these. In case you do, make sure your engine shroud's open and or have a long magnet. Alright. Now we should be good for yanking. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my shoe slipped. Oh, wait, hold up. I remember. I routed my hoses in a way so that I didn't put pressure on this line here. And I have to undo this bottom one every time I decide to take my supercharger off, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. So all I have to do is just undo this connection here so that I don't rip out this guy. Still learning that little curve because this hosing setup is a little new for me with having the Velocity AP ports in, but no issue. Just slide it back on after just getting it around this guy so we can get it out. Get over here. All right. And now, supercharger's out. A little bit of spill, that's alright. I had the majority of it already drained out anyway. Just whatever was left in the bottom of the brick. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Alright, so we'll start taking off all our electrical connections. You have to pull up. You hear it click. That's when you know you're good to go on taking those bad boys out. Just push them in, push the tab down as such, and it should pop right out. All right. Got those out of the way. Those. Now we got those. Be over here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Easy peasy. Now all we got to do is take them out. So we'll need this. I believe it's a 27. Yep, T27. Go ahead and take that bad Larry off there. Take this guy. Throw him there. All right. Oh wait, let's undo this so I can pull this off the rail. Alright, that should be enough, but let's do a little bit more. Sometimes they can be a little pain. And also for hoses that you don't really touch that often, it's best to, I mean, if you want to spray it, you can, but me personally, I just like to grab a little pick, 90 degree preferably, or a 45. A straight might be kind of hard, but you just grab a pick, slide it underneath that hose, and just kind of peel it around off the pipe. Let's see if I have any somewhere. Somewhere lost in my toolbox. Forever it will be. I know, I just used that thing like not too long ago. It's got to be in here somewhere. Where, oh, where would I be? That's the worst. I might just try something else. This might be a little too thin. These these guys might do the job, just to grip it and twist it. I might have a better pair of pliers for that, but I really wanted to get something like underneath. I wish I knew where I kept. They might be at work also. That's a, oh no, right here. Look at that. I knew there was one in here somewhere. I just used it. Alright, so now we're gonna get ahead. Alright, so now we're gonna go down here. Just kinda peel around. Just kinda gently, obviously, especially this piece because it's plastic, so try not to puncture it and or crack it. That's why we want to be as delicate as possible. But this is gonna help out tremendously if we can just get her to separate. And then maybe go back in with these. Something that you can give a little twist, so that'll help break it free also. And then do the other side, and then once we get them loose and pulled out, I'll try and wiggle the hose off then. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and make sure these are loosened up. This one might need a little more. Slide that out of the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and start out with this method. And once you kind of see it rocking back and forth, that's kind of when you know it should be somewhat freed up a bit. So now we'll go back, start to loosen our set screws down. Nope. Did not mean to hit that button. Alright. Might have to clean that one up a bit. My bad. Hey, we're showing real life scenarios here. I might actually go down one more size because it seems awfully tight. But it does fit into it, so I just wanted to bite in a little more. See how this one feels. Alright, we'll call that a 25, I guess. 27's too big. Scratch that. We're going with the 25. That one kind of sits all the way down. The 27 just kind of sits in about like a 1/16 of an inch. That's no bueno. Alright, so 25, T25 for your hold down screws. Now I'm also gonna pop this these clips off on here. 1, 2. All right, those pop off real easy. This, oh yeah, there's a little clip that holds this zip tie down. You can kind of pivot your screwdriver off the valve cover a little bit, or or even off your finger and pop up like that, and it'll it'll go, just a little metal clip. But that's really just to get this separated. You know, I have a little pry tool I can use for that. It might be a little safer than the screwdriver method. So let's see if we can't get that out of there. Yep, one. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Having the right tool for the job really makes things go a long way. There's none on there, so let's leave that as it is. Now, last time I did this, I think I was just able to slide that whole thing up. Oh yeah, they're starting to go. There. All right, so I don't know when exactly the camera cut out, but as you can see, I got my injectors out by just wiggling them out. They all came out together, luckily. Well, I mean, I also did just put new seals on them not too long ago. But I will say, those look awfully dirty. I don't remember them being that dirty last time I took them out, but none the matter. They're coming out anyway. Pop these guys off. These guys, I'm gonna just set them off to the side for now. Get my rag, because there's gonna be some fuel spilling out of here most likely as soon as I pull it out. So let's see what happens. Yeah, well, not too much. Not too bad at all. What the hell happened to this guy? Huh. Wow, that is a miracle that this thing did not leak fuel. Oh my goodness. Wow. I guess that's on me. I was the last one to fuck with it. I guess I didn't push it in all the way. Wow. That's amazing. It's honestly a miracle that like I didn't blow up my car into a fireball. Alright, well, make sure I don't do that this time around. Alright. Jackal. I didn't hear no screaming. Oh, shit.
I did. I heard it.
You did?
Yes, I did.
I don't think there was any screaming out here.
Yes, I heard it.
Alright, I need this rag now.
Why do I smell smoke?
No, that's not smoke, that's gas. Yeah, I spilled some fuel. Oh shit, I'm really making a mess here.
Oh God, Dad.
Yeah, well, sometimes Daddy doesn't pay attention to everything he's doing. But he always double checks his work at the end. Or at least, yeah, once Daddy gets this this thing put together, and I'll be inside and we'll play all the games. Oh, jeez. How much fuel is in this thing?
Daddy!
I know. My goodness.
You stop
It's alright.
that.
Daddy loves that smell.
Ew.
Yeah, what do you mean? Let this guy air out. Alright. Don't tell on me. Okay, ages.
Yes. Now, hurry up.
I'm gonna get these bad boys cleaned up and set them off to the side for backup, I guess. I don't think I'll ever need them, to be honest, but you never know. I'm a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to car parts. I try not to, because it takes up all this space and don't know where the hell to put everything. One, two, three. Got the candy. Another Jackal sticker. Set it off to the side with all the other ones. Alright. Alright, so we got the first one in. Grab the second one. Now, one thing that's always important when installing anything with an O-ring is you want to get them a little lubricated with some oil. This is so that they don't get bound up or tear as you're trying to push them in, and it will help with installation tremendously. So see, look, boom, it just slides right in. Didn't bind up, didn't twist, just went just like that. Alright, so we're going to just go ahead and go through all the rest. Now these, if you're wondering what these little blocks are for, are going to be to space in between here and the block, so, or I'm sorry, here and here on each side. So you get two on each side, and that'll give you a little bit more clearance for what we need for the new injectors. So go back over here, just grab my little bit of oil. Just go ahead and give it a nice little coating all around. And that should be more than enough to get the job done. Make sure the opposite, they're facing the right way too. Alright. So now we got all those installed all the way in their home position. Now we got to put those clips back on. Pretty sure they still go on here. Maybe. There you go. Just like that. You can see they fit right in the grooves. Everything is copacetic. Not having another issue like that other one that I found pulling out. That was crazy. No. See, that's what we're talking about, folks. We got a solution for this though. We already came prepared. It'll go longer. I do this shit all the time. Just like that. We're back at it. Alright. I just gotta... No, I missed again. There we go. Like, how do I keep missing that little slot? Okay, one side good, other side good. All right, we're good. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same for these guys right here. Alright, so as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward process from here. Now it's just getting my stuff prepped here. And then I'll go move on to the other side. And then once that side's done, get it all buttoned back up, throw the supercharger back on, and we'll be ready to rock. So, I mean, I think that's all you guys really need to see for the most part, unless I can show you the installation of that little spacer block too. So, alright, now this is the part we're going to be, you know, a little bit gentle going in here. We don't want to break nothing. Oh, did I put these in backwards? Oh, maybe I did. Oh, no, I'm just holding it backwards. Durr. I'm like, there's no way. Alright. So now, just gonna make sure we're going in nice and straight and even on both sides. Let me move this thing out of the way here too. Oh, actually, let me do that first, because that might be a pain in the ass to get back on once that rail's back in. So let's go ahead and wiggle this guy back on. Alright, so now just be gentle getting our injectors back in. Don't want to scrape them up against anything. Just slowly guide them in. Guiding. Okay. So now we're just going to go ahead and push down evenly. And there you have it. So as you can see now, we are sitting a little high. Grab your spacers and then we'll go put them in. And obviously the kit comes with some thread locker. I might as well, I guess, use this little one. I got bigger bottles, but we'll save my bottles and we'll use the provided stuff, right? Right. Okay. So, it looks like, from what I can tell here, it's going to be orientated just like this. So you're going to have your original screws here. Or maybe I could be wrong too. Maybe it doesn't go that way. No. Okay. So it's gonna go as such. Really? Why does that look so weird? There you go. Just get that in there. And I'm assuming that's how it's gonna go. It does look awfully strange, but that's the way we're gonna send it. Oh, no. I'm an idiot. It is the other way.
Are you done yet?
No. So,
how long are you gonna take?
Probably another 25 minutes. Not even. Yeah, probably 25 minutes until I get the other side put in and then get the supercharger back in. Okay?
That takes forever.
I know. It sounds like a forever in kid time, doesn't it? Alright. So it looks like it's going to be the other way around. These go into the block, and then the OEM screws will go through the rail into the spacer. No. I know, it looks like I am, doesn't it?
Yes. Can I step out?
No, Daddy's got some metal shavings on the garage floor right now, so I don't want you to get hurt.
I'll be right. Can I be right in the middle of the door?
Okay, so back to the video here. I'm going to put some blue Loctite on these threads. Let's just set it right here for now. Then we're going to go ahead, slide that down into there. There we go. Just thread that into there. Now where's my extension? And I'm just going to run it down, not tight, but just to get it to where it's going to be snug. Alright, so that's just getting you to where you guys can see how and what screws go where, because my glasses are about to die. So hopefully I have enough footage that you guys can use to help you go along through the way. So we'll go through some of the tools real quick before the battery does die. Flathead, or whatever size you use to undo your intake clamps and hose clamps. We have a T25, and then we have a 4mm, and then I use some various pry tools. The 13mm was for the nuts that hold down, and I use the pick to help with the hoses. But like I said, if you have some good pliers with good teeth on it, you can kind of grab the hose and wiggle it around. I use some kind of extension, or you can use a rod or a screwdriver of some sort to pull these out. And then other than that, it's a pretty straightforward job, guys. It should take you no time at all. Obviously mine took a little bit longer just so that I could run through the video with you guys, and also deal with being a parent at the same time too. So, alright, have a good one, guys. Later.